On our last class, we talked about nature's cleanup crew.
What? Nature's cleanup crew?
Yeah.
What's that?
Was where we did the reading about the bird that eats the dead animals.
Oh,
Do you remember the name of the bird?
let me see.
What is this bird called?
Oh, I know. Two bird.
Two? What's a two?
That's in Chinese.
It's called the turkey vulture.
Turkey. Oh, yes, turkey vulture.
Oh, because it has the two names, turkey and vulture. Yeah.
Yes.
Turkey vulture. Or, well, just a vulture by itself is still a good bird. So in particular, the ones that we're showing on this picture here, it just happen to be like the turkey vulture. So remember, today we're going to continue. Last class, we started the reading. Today, we're going to continue on it. But before we continue, we have to review the reading. So we're going to start back from the beginning without asking the questions. So we're just going to read. And then when we get to where we were, we're going to start by asking questions. So let's take a look at this one here and practice the reading that was with it. So here we got our reading on this one, Nature's Cleanup Crew. Bing. Are you ready? What is decaying?
Flesh that is decaying is breaking down or rotting.
Yes. So when something goes bad or starts to turn yuck, then it rots. This is what all food, meat, any kind of consumable thing does. It decays. All right, let's start with this one.
The first time I saw turkey vulture, it had its head inside a dead raccoon and was feasting on its decaying flesh. I know this staring is rude, but I couldn't stop watching. Not only was this my first turkey vulture, it was a turkey vulture at work.
Good. What is staring?
Oh, staring. Staring is staring is start to do something.
That's starting. This one's
starting.
staring.
Staring is see somebody do something.
More like to look at someone for a long time.
I see this.
Like what I'm doing, see?
Oh.
Staring.
Staring? You're staring me?
Yeah, staring at. Mm-hmm. So here he was staring at a turkey vulture. And do you remember what a raccoon is?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a bear. Little bear.
Little bit. Well, kinda. I mean, I guess it's similar to that one because they had the other name for it, which was like a trash panda, and a panda is a bear.
Yeah.
Raccoon's more of a, I don't know, what is that? Is it like a cat? Not a dog.
Yeah.
Mouse? No, it's too big for a mouse.
No.
Some kind of animal, some kind of marsupial. All right. How about this one? Ding.
Where is it?
Work?
Okay. I can see. Work. Turkey vultures have jobs. In a way, yes. You might even call them nature's cleanup crew. That's because turkey vultures eat dead animals, anything from small roadkill to dead cows. And the dead animals can make birds, cats, dogs, and wild animals sick and spread disease.
Yep.
Disease.
EASE, disease.
Disease.
What is a disease?
Is ill.
Yeah, it's when you feel sick. And a disease is a kind of sickness that you can spread or give to others.
Oh,
Some of them, not all of them. Usually, I think when people think of a disease, it's something that's usually pretty bad. You have to take some medicine in order to get better from it. Some diseases can be cured, meaning you can take the medicine, the disease will go away. Some of them, you take a medicine just to kind of help you stop it for a little while, but it doesn't really go away. So in this one, we want to make sure that the other animals, such as pets and other wild animals, don't eat the dead animals. I mean, if it's fresh, that's good. If it's rotting or decaying or old, that's bad. We don't want that, because those are the ones filled with disease. What is roadkill?
an animal is roadkill if it's dead by being hit by a car.
Yeah. That happens a lot. Animals get hit by cars all the time. Cars go very fast, animals go very slow. Boop. Done. There's your roadkill. Those turkey vultures, or those aren't quite the turkey vultures, but those are vultures. And they eat the animal killed by a car. Roadkill.
Animal, yes, killed by car.
Next, we got this one.
With
Precision. What's that?
oh, turkey vultures have a great sense of smell, which is rare for a bird. They can get a whiff of rotting roadkill while
Soaring
overhead and zero in on it with pinpoint precision. Large nostrils help turkey vultures smell decaying flesh.
Now remember, pinpoint. What is pinpoint? Or precision?
Precision. When something is done with precision, it's done excellent as it should be.
Exactly. It means perfectly, as something should be done the right way, without being no problems whatsoever. It is perfect. So the way that they find their food is perfect. Their nostrils help them to find food. What are nostrils? Large nostrils help turkey vultures smell decaying flesh.
Is this nose?
The two nose holes.
The mouth?
The nose.
Right.
The holes right there. That's the holes that are in the nose. So you got your nose, and then you have your nostrils, which help the air and the smells go into your nose. So this part here is all of your nose, and your nose has two nostrils, one for each side. Bloop, bloop. And that's what a turkey vulture doesn't really have a nose, but they do have nostrils. They have the nose holes, which help it to smell things. Yonk. How about this one?
Turkey vultures rarely kill, and they have an unusual way of fighting too. They vomit as their defense, and what they throw up stink. Would you hang around?
Yes. This word here, vomit and throw up. These are the two synonym words. They both have the same meaning. Vomit, bleh, throw up. Bleh. It's the same thing. We call it one of these two things. Most people usually say throw up, but vomit also works just fine. Vomit's the actual word for it, and throw up because the food comes up and throws out of your mouth. Bleh. But vomit's the same thing. Turkey vultures rarely kill. They have an unusual, meaning not a normal way of fighting. Most birds, they fight using their claws, but they don't fight using their claws. They fight using vomit, vomit is can be used as a noun and a verb by throwing up onto other birds. So if another bird is nearby and bothering them and says, give me your food, I want to eat your food, they go, bleh, and they throw up on the bird. It's not a fun thing. We did that one, yes. And then we have this one. Now we talk about their talons, or the claws, which the talons would be the nails, the sharp part of their claw. Their claw would be their whole foot, while the talon is just, they have three talons, maybe 4 talons, 3 or 4 talons, different birds, you know.
Oh.
Turkey vulture feet. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see. Turkey vulture. Find some pictures. Disc. Hey, where'd you go? Wrong button. All right, let's find the turkey vulture feet. It shows plenty of them with the Whoa, that's an ugly baby.
Wow, what's this?
This one is the turkey vulture.
Wow.
Well, all right. Let's see. Turkey vulture claws. Type in the claws. Turkey vulture claws. Ah, there we go. That'll work. All right. So there's their claws, which is just another word for their feet. Their claws, and we look at the talons, which is this part of the feet. They have the four talons.
Yes.
One talon. And you can call them talons or claws. Notice how I typed in the claws, the feet. Talon and claws kind of, I guess that would be a synonym word. We usually refer to their feet as their claws, but claws has the same meaning as talons. It's the sharp part. But for other animals, we can also refer to them as claws, like crabs. Crabs also have claws. Any kind of, when you have sharp hands that pinch to grab, then we call them claws. Crabs, scorpions, most other animals such as that. All right, then we go into this one. See, these feet are made for walking, and that's just what
birds aren't built for
no.
fighting.
No. We've already read that.
These feet are made of walking.
For
walking.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
These feet are made for walking, because that's what their feet are for. They're for walking because they're not very strong. That's why they vomit on other birds, or they vomit as a self-defense instead of using their talons to go or using their talons to grab something. These birds can't swoop down and grab a mouse with their feet because their feet are too weak. So if you have a mouse here, squeak, 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 and the turkey vulture swoops down, oh, I missed him. He's still down there. Where a normal bird swoops down, grabs them and takes them away. Turkey vultures can't do that because they have very weak talons, weak claws. Their feet are just made for walking. They help them to walk, but that's about it. That's why they prefer dead food. Hold on. Let me see here. Weak talons. Oh, all right. Yeah. Read this one. These huge birds.
These huge birds aren't built for fighting. They have weak feet and can't hold too much with their talons. Their feet are more useful for walking than for grasping and picking up a live animal like a hawk would.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that meat is a turkey vulture's preferred meal.
Preferred. Yeah, usually if a word starts with the RE or the PRE or sometimes DE too, these ones are all pre, and D. Repre-D. How about this one?
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait.
So how come they won't? So how come they don't get sick when they eat decaying flesh? Stomach ache.
This CH makes the K sound. Stomach
ache.
Acid.
A turkey vulture's. Was this the gas? GE?
G-E, G-I, and G-Y make the soft G sound. So it's digestive.
Digestive system kills off any
Viruses.
or bacteria it is. As a result, the droppings are thin and free of disease.
Their droppings are clean and free of disease. Turkey vulture's digestive system kills off any viruses or bacteria. Their digestive system, a digestive system is the process in which when you eat something, what happens to that food? Like when you eat an apple, what happens to the apple?
There will be, there's no apple.
Yeah. It goes into your mouth and then it goes through your body and then over here and then over here and over here and over here. And it gets passed through different parts of your body. Your body breaks it down, takes what it wants, and then pushes out the rest. That is your digestive system. It's the part inside the many parts. It's the many parts inside of your body from your mouth all the way out. So when you eat or drink something, it goes into your mouth and then it goes out. But there are a lot of other body parts in there which are using that food or using the parts of it to break it down and use that as energy so that you can do something, you can play, you can have fun, you can do a lot of things with the energy that you get from food. That's why we eat. The digestive system. This is the digestive system. What is digestive system?
A body's digestive system.
Digestive.
Digestive system
Consists
of
organs
that change food into substances the body needs and
eliminate
the rest.
Yeah, the organs are the parts inside your body. You have a lot of different organs inside your body. So like your heart, liver, spleen, kidney. Heart's actually a muscle, but still. These are all the pieces inside your body, which are considered organs. We call them organs. Each organ inside your body has a different purpose. It does something different. And the ones that process food are part of the digestive system. Such as here. It doesn't really show the organs, but it shows the path. In through the mouth, blah, 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 and go out. Bloop. In this one, so the turkey vulture's digestive system is very strong. They're inside their stomach. So inside the stomach, after it goes into the mouth and it goes down here into the stomach, we have what's called acid. This acid helps to break things up. It's our stomach acid. So we call it acid inside the stomach, which is called stomach acid. And this acid helps to break up food. However, stomach acid is usually pretty strong. Our stomach acid can help to break down the food nice and slow. Their stomach acid is very, very strong. A turkey vulture stomach acid is strong enough to kill germs. Germs that make people sick. You get something on your hands. We wash our hands because we don't want the germs to go inside of our body. So when we eat food, we have to make sure that we wash our hands. Wash your hands, and then you can eat something because you don't want to touch the food and get your germs or bacteria onto whatever you're eating, and then you eat it, and that germs or bacteria goes inside your body because your stomach acid can't kill the ones that are very strong. But the turkey vulture has a very strong stomach acid. So anything that goes inside their stomach just bloop, 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 and boils away, kills it away. He goes, help me. and it just kind of boils away. So that's why a turkey vulture is able to eat just about anything. It doesn't matter what's on it. Flies, maggots, and then it smells really bad. But the turkey vulture likes it, and they can handle it. It doesn't make them sick at all. So viruses, bacteria, these are all of the things that we get on us. Viruses are usually from the cold, flu, other kinds of illnesses. Bacteria, some bacteria is good, helps to make your body strong. Some bacteria is bad, but we wash our hands to make sure that we get rid of all of the bacteria, or at least the bad ones. As a result, their droppings are clean and free of disease. So when it goes in, it has bacteria, germs, viruses. It might have a lot of bad things on it that can make people sick when it goes into their mouth. When it comes out through their droppings, bloop, the poop, then it comes out clean poop. Dirty meat, clean poop, bloop.
Oh, clean poop.
And clean poop is good for plants.
Oh.
So they eat the dirty and poop the clean.
I see.
Comes out free and clear of disease. So in this one, let's read the blue. Fill in the blank to explain why turkey vultures eat animals that are already dead. Why not eat animals that are alive, like a mouse or a rabbit? Eat the rabbit. It will eat the rabbit, but only if the rabbit is dead. Why? Let's read the blue and then fill in the blanks.
Turkey vultures must eat dead animals because their feet are too weak for walking prey.
For tracking, which is finding. For snatching, which is grabbing. Or for injuring, which is like hurting.
Injuring?
Injuring? Well, remember, if you want to eat something, you want to kill it, not injure it. If you only injure it, then it's only hurt, not dead.
Snatching.
Yeah, snatching, grabbing. Because their feet, we talk about their feet, what they walk on, they can't snatch food. So that's one reason.
These birds avoid getting sick because the digestive system destroy any disease in dead meat.
Yep. Their digestive system is so strong that it destroys or kills any disease in the dead meat. So even if the meat is green meat, even if it's green, the turkey vulture can still eat it. Yum, 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 yum. Or usually when meat's going bad, it turns like brown or black. So here we have the relatives. Relatives are your family members. Usually when we talk about our family could be mother, father, brother, sister, somebody close, grandmother, grandfather. But when we go for relatives go a little farther out on the family tree. You're talking more about your mother's brothers, mothers, brothers, children, whatever, those are relatives because they're part of your family, because they marry in or they're just a little farther out on the tree. So relatives considers that whole tree. But when we think of family, we're only thinking of the ones that are closest to us, like mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, brother, and sister. Those are the ones who are your normal family. Relatives goes farther out on the tree. Uncle, aunt, cousins, great aunt, uncles, whatever. A big tree. Think bigger. Big family tree. All right, let's read this one about the turkey vulture's relatives.
What?
To be kind.
To be kind, turkey vultures aren't pretty. They are also not turkeys. They are more closely related to herons, storks, and flamingos. They got their name because their blood red head looks like a wild turkey's.
So the reason why we call them turkey vultures is only because of their head. They're bald red head. When someone is bald, that means they have no hair.
Oh, yes.
I'm bald. Yeah, you take away your hair, and then you're bald. And that's why they call them. That's why they call them turkey vultures, is because of the bald head. But they're not actually. They're more. Most of the rest of their features look more like these three birds. Number one is our heron. Then we have the storks and flamingos. This one is a flamingo. It's usually hangs out in the south areas where it's very hot, like Florida. Florida has flamingos. Then we have the stork. The storks are commonly known in the stories for carrying the baby to the mother. How does a mommy have a baby? Well, a bird comes and brings me the baby. I say, thank you, bye-bye. That's the nice version of how families have babies. So they talk about the storks bringing the babies to the family. And then you've got herons, which are birds that usually hang around the sea looking for fish. So here's their herons are red, right? Yeah, there we go. All right, so you got herons, storks, and flamingos. They got, but even though they are closely related, they're kind of in the same family tree. Just at some point, their family broke off to a different tree. They're closely related to these three kinds of birds because of the wings and probably the weak feet, but they do have a strong beak. You know, they can use their beak to pull at the meat. But these birds, notice, they don't have the bald head, which is why we call them turkey vulture. Meet a turkey vulture's relatives: a heron, a stork, and a flamingo. Boop. How about this one? Time to clean up.
Behind the big belt for a turkey vulture has its upside. There are no feathers to them after they've been poking their heads inside a dead body. They are very clean birds, considering turkey vultures can spend.
Because of the DER, doesn't make that long I sound. The DER is stronger than the I-E. So instead of eider, it just says eider, considering.
Considering. Turkey vultures can spend several hours a day cleaning their feeders. They love taking baths in ponds too.
Baths.
Oh.
Take a bath versus take a shower. When you take a bath, you put your body into the water. When you take a shower, you let the water come down. So do you take a shower or do you take a bath?
Take a bath.
Take a bath? You like to sit in the water?
Yes.
So if you like to take a shower, then you like to stand you stand up and the water like a rain. If you take a bath, you usually sit in the water. These birds like to sit in the water and they preen or clean themselves. Being bald for a turkey vulture has its upside. When they're bald, that means when they put their head inside of a dead body, of a dead animal, all of that meat and blood, it goes all over their head. And their head gets really, really disgusting. So it's like you have blood and meat all over your head. So if you have hair or feathers on your head, then it's like, oh, there's some there. And you got to pick through. Ew. Ow. You got some left there. And some of it, you can even find little pieces a long time later. This is why if you are bald, you shave off your hair, then you're bald, and it's very easy to clean. All you need is some water. Just pour over some water and wipe. It's all gone. And you don't have to worry about finding some of this meat or blood, later, because if that stuff stays on their head, then it can make the birds sick, because those diseases would be on them and not in them. So they don't want to keep the blood and stuff on their head. That's why it's good for them to be bald. Being bald is good for them. You don't want to be bald if you're going to go to the beach, though, because then your head can get burned. Ow, 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 ow. That's why we have hair. It helps to protect our head from the sun. Woohoo! But some people are bald anyways. They just have to wear a hat when they go to the beach. That helps to protect their head. Now, for these birds, though, they put in their head inside of something that's very disgusting. So they have to be able to clean their head easily. And the rest of the feathers and stuff, they can just use the water and use their beak to kind of pull out any little pieces, or just kind of preen themselves to make themselves look pretty. They pull out all the little pieces.
Oh.
And then makes themselves pretty. That's preening. Preening doesn't really show that word, does it? Nope, sure does not. They can spend several hours a day preening and cleaning their feathers. Here, notice these two EA sounds. One of them has the E sound, cleaning. This one's got the double E. This one's got the EA. However, these two EA sounds are different, because one of them is the FEA. FEA usually makes a fe sound, just like the REA sometimes says re, sometimes the REA says re. Read and red.
Red.
Bread. Read, bread. Sometimes it makes the E sound, sometimes it makes the S sound. Here it's clean, here it's feathers. Feathers. Feathers are something that a bird has. Bird feathers.
Oh.
That's why we call them birds, because they have feathers. Do you have feathers?
No.
No. You have skin and you have hair. You don't have feathers.
Yeah.
They love taking baths in ponds too. So they go into the pond, which is a small body of water. They go into the pond to get the water all over and use the water to help wash the blood or anything that's on their feathers, help to wash it off. And then they can use their mouth to pick off any small pieces or whatever. So they like to look pretty. But when a bird is wet, it doesn't fly well.
Oh.
Have you ever seen a wet bird fly?
Yes.
Yeah? Really? They can fly?
When they're wet, they can fly?
No, not really.
Oh.
That's why when it starts raining, birds will usually go home. Because the more water they get on, the heavier it gets. Too heavy. It becomes very heavy. But most of these birds, when they're wet, they'll go into the sun. And they'll do what we call sunbathing.
Oh.
When you're sunbathing, you're just letting the sun dry off the water. We'll get into that reading in a minute. Why is being bald an advantage? When something has its upside, it means there's something good about it. So it says being bald has upsides. There is good in being bald. Why is being bald good for turkey vultures? Got 3 choices. Ding,
Why?
ding, ding. Their head scares away potential enemies to scare away the bad animals, or their head gets less dirty when they're eating to keep the dirt off when they eat so it's not so messy, or their head looks very similar to a wild turkey's.
I think it is number 1.
Number 1? They have the bald head to scare away other animals?
Oh, no. Number 3?
Number 3? Oh, well, that's not false, but it's not a good thing.
Good thing?
Yeah. We need to know why it's good that they're bald.
Oh, so it's number 2.
Yeah, I mean, we went through number 1 and number 3, so the only one left would be number 2. Yeah, because it helps them to clean their head very easily. since they have no feathers on their head, then they're able to just use water to wash it off and to clean off their head. They just go under the water, and that helps to clean off their head. If they had feathers, it would be a lot more difficult. They'd actually have to brush their feathers or find some way to get the dead stuff off. Normal birds don't put their head inside of something, so their head won't really get dirty. Or you might have another bird helps you. Let me help you clean your feathers on your head. These ones don't really do that. All right, next, sunbathing. Now we go into the sunbathing.
Once I spotted turkey vultures that looked like they had just taken a bath. There were 3 of them, all with their wings spread out, sunning themselves on the roof of a house. You can't miss a turkey vulture doing this.
Either. There, both ways are said. I use either. Sometimes I use either. It doesn't matter. Both have the same meaning. Either or either.
Adults have a 6-foot wingspan. These huge wings let turkey vultures glide in the air for hours without ever beating their wings. This allows turkey vultures to get a full and spectacular view of all the dead thing they can scoop up.
Scoop up, yes. So once I spotted turkey vultures, when you spot something, you see them. Once I saw turkey vultures that looked like they had just taken a bath. They were very clean, but they had water all over their feathers. There were 3 of them, all with their wings spread out. So they were just standing there with their wings like this. So usually if you see a turkey vulture like this, that means that they're sunbathing or sunning themselves on the roof of a house. So they were sitting on top of the roof of a house, and their wingspan, so from one side of their wings all the way over to the other side of their wings, is about 6 feet. 6 feet long. So I am almost 6 feet. I'm like 5'11". So the wings of a turkey vulture are about as tall as from my head to my feet. That's a really long wingspan. That's from one side of their wings all the way over to the other side. And they just stand there like this going, sun, sun. And they just collect the sun, let the sun get rid of the water off of their feathers. That helps them to dry. When we dry, we like to hang clothes up or put it in a dryer. Usually we hang clothes, and we hang clothes in the sun because the sun helps them to be dry. The turkey vultures, after they take a bath, they do the same thing in the sun. Let the sun to get rid of the water, to dry up the water. So when you see a turkey vulture with their wings open, now you know what they're doing. It's because they took a bath and now they're using the sun to dry the water. You can't miss a turkey vulture doing this either. Adults have a 6-foot wingspan. These huge wings, really big wings, let turkey vultures glide in the air without ever having to beat their wings. So when a bird flies, it usually beats its wings or flaps, beats or flaps, and that helps them to go up. Turkey vultures are a little bit different. They have to flap a little bit for a minute, and then they can open their wings to glide. When they glide, they're flying without beating their wings. And turkey vultures are really good at, because of their big wings, they're able to find the air, the hot air that's going up. When the hot air goes up, the turkey vulture flies to that air and lets the hot air push the turkey vulture up into the sky. And then they just kind of slowly, very slowly coming down. And then they find the hot air again. And then they go over to it and it pushes them back up. So they don't have to go like this, going higher, going up, up, up.
Oh.
They don't have to do that. They just hold their wings open and say, where's the hot air? Where's the hot air? Ah, over there. They go to the hot air and the hot air goes, whoosh, whee, and the hot air just pushes them up. So these are really good birds at gliding. When a bird has to flap its wings, it gets very tired, especially if you have big wings. This is like, imagine going upstairs. Okay, if you have to walk up the stairs, ding dong, 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 for a very long time.
Oh.
So this is why a lot of birds, they don't fly so well, because when they have to go up the stairs, oh my God, up, your legs get very tired, right?
Yes.
However, if these are the escalator stairs are the ones that go, they go up by themselves. So which one would you choose to go up? Do you want to go up the stairs, or do you want to go up the escalator? It goes, that goes up by itself. You choose the escalator, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's a lot easier. All you got to do is just stand there. You just stand there and wait. Now, some people like to go, they walk and go up the escalator. They're like double speed. They go up, then that helps them go up a lot faster. But you know, these birds, they just hold out their wings and they let the hot air push them up. And they just glide. They don't even have to flap or beat the wings. We got a little bit more. Yeah. All right. One more page. This reading here.
Oh. So are these birds horrible and disgusting? Well, they're ugly and they eat decaying flesh, but they can also catch a pocket of rising warm air and let it carry them up in circles, then float in the clouds practically all day. So to me, they are not gross. They are just nature's cleanup crew.
Yeah. So these birds can kind of fly all day long. Whereas most birds, they always have to keep flapping, and they get tired. But these ones are very interesting because their big wingspan, they just find some air, a pocket of rising air, and they let this air carry them all the way up to the clouds. They just keep going around in circles where the air is going up. Where the hot air is going up, which is not everywhere. It's only in certain places you might find the hot air is going up, and they just find one of these little hot airs going up, and they just keep going around in circles where that air is rising until it goes all the way up into the clouds. And then they just slowly float around and look and try to smell. Food, where's the food? Which they can do. This is something they can do like all day long. All day long, they just stand up there. They stay in the clouds and float around looking for their food. So these are extremely interesting birds. They are disgusting because they eat dead meat. Yum, yum. That's disgusting. Something disgusting is like, it's not very good. It doesn't look good. It doesn't taste good. So when you eat an apple, good. But when you eat a black apple, why is it black? It's disgusting, right? Something that is good, tasty. Something that is not good, disgusting. Disgusting taste, disgusting smell, just means really, really bad. They are disgusting birds, but they're kind of cool because they can fly all day long. Technically glide. They just go flying around. All right, that's all that we have. So that's it for the turkey vulture. Say bye-bye, turkey vulture, and I will see you next time. Bye, Daisy.
Bye-bye, turkey vulture, Phillip and Phillip. Bye.